Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the playoffs of the Iberian League, brought to you by Esports League and Prozis. My name is Alison A.C. Silva, still joined by Max Formal von Neumann to bring you all the action in and out of the Rocket League pitches. And we just saw the favorite team in the playoffs take a 3-0 win against EC4. Formal, how you doing, man?
Look, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident that at least I got one prediction right, so that's a good start for things. I'm feeling a little bit worrisome as well, though, because I do feel we could be seeing another 3-0 in this one due to an untimely substitute on the side of Supermode.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a thing that's gonna happen. We're talking about Gooch having a little bit of a mishap
Yeah,
for Super
I
Mode,
mean,
not being able to participate for today, at
yeah.
least.
Yeah, Gooch is out for today. He may be back tomorrow should Supermode advance, but once again, we are going to be seeing one of those substitutes come through on this side, and I do believe it is going to be Mendo, if I'm
Mm,
correct, or would it be Ghostfire? I'm not too sure which one it is, but I believe it was Mendo. And unfortunately, I we don't really know what level Mendo is at. I don't believe he's had the best rankings in ranked play, solo ranked play.
yeah.
Again, how much weight you put on that, we're about to find out where he actually sits. But when you're going up against a team like Los Hombres de Paco, the likes of Nachito, the likes of Demensa, and even if it's Kier Monster or by Mateos, either one of them, these are some of the fastest, best players in this league. They were my play to take second place all the way back at the start, and now you're a little bit injured, I suppose. Well, not injured, but you're a man down in a
You're
sense.
crippled.
You're crippled. Yeah, you are injured, really. And so I am worried about Supermode. As we take a look at the stats right here coming into this one, you
Yeah,
can see, I mean,
there are a
very,
lot of
very similar.
similarities. Exactly. Both of these teams are neck and neck in terms of stats. In terms of points, they're exactly tied up. And goals are very close. Assists the same. Saves pretty much the same as well. Shots, again, these teams, statistically, they look very, very alike. So having this mishap on Super Mode could absolutely put a hamper in their game plan and could potentially throw them into the losers bracket. Gooch was the kind of player that we love to interview him every time Super Mode won a game. And he was the kind of player that always felt responsible for his team's defeats. Whenever the team underperformed or did something wrong, he always blamed himself for not bringing out the best of his team. Now, with him completely out of the way, we'll have to wait and see exactly what Supermode have to do. Now,
Mm.
in terms of head-to-head stats, you have Boom Quick coming in from Supermode and the Mensa from Los Hombres de Paco. Again, pretty similar stats across the board, bar assists.
Yeah, exactly. Similar stats. Now, Boomquick never really was that star player, I feel like, for Supermode. He's always been kind of a bit of a more of a role player. Demenza, however,
Wait, what?
actually has sort of. Hmm?
Nothing. You call him a role player, and I found that funny.
Okay, that's fine. Whereas Demensa, on the other hand, he has kind of been that striker, it feels like, and he has been almost more impressive than Nachito really throughout the group stages right here. Demensa has just absolutely thrived in this tournament. The 31 goals, I definitely feel do speak volume, but the bigger stat for me actually is those total assists. 15 of them. Demensa frequently was one of the players who would be able to get the ball past that mid pitch and start to set up those offensive attacks. He was really good at that. I think he was one of the fastest players on the pitch. His aerial prowess has been phenomenal. And Boom Quick, I haven't seen that same level of consistency. So if Supermode are going to have to rely on someone not named Gooch, maybe it is going to be Boom Quick. Maybe it's going to be Rubik's, but one of these two are going to have to rise to that same level of Najito, of,
Yes.
Demensa, either one of them.
At
You
the
got to
same
play on that.
time, yeah, at the same time, I feel like Boom Quick fills a more supportive role. I mean, he's the role player. It's a good meme. But yeah, I do feel like Boom Quick fills a more supportive role, a more setup role
Mhm.
in the squad of Supermoon, in the sense that he is there to, well, he makes, first of all, he stays true to his name. He goes for a lot of demos. He goes for a lot of boom clears. He's not really the star player that you expect to see in the front lines trying to set up goals and trying to score goals. He's there to assist his team to allow them a clear path towards the goal. This has been the bread and butter for Super Mode. And I'm not completely disappointed that the player is still here. Now, with Mendo on the board, I wonder if he can set up for Mendo. May happen, might not happen. I honestly don't know. Not
Yeah,
able to
I
tell.
don't know what I have no idea what we're gonna see out of super mode except for, and this might hurt you a little bit, so I'm sorry, but talking to Rubik's in my interview,
Yes.
no cowboy hat.
He doesn't
Cowboy
have a
hat.
cowboy hat.
I think the cowboy has go. He said, you know what, this is playoffs. This is what we take seriously. So I actually am half expecting the flair to be completely gone, unfortunately, from the super mode side. It's sort of one of those mental ticks.
I
You
can't
gotta
have
come
this.
into this one professionally.
I
So
can't have this. You know what? I can't have this, but I guess we'll have to have this. Pros this stinger coming up. The players are ready, the teams are ready. We'll see you on the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number one. Los Hombres de PACO on the blue with super mode on the orange side. And already you see Los Hombres de PACO very, very offensive. It's By Mateos playing with the Cheeto and the Mensa. Offensive prowess. He got a lot of speed coming in right off the gate.
okay, so my eyes straight away were on Mendo Coach just because I feel like he's gonna be one to watch.
What?
But they should have been on Rubik's. No cowboy hat needed. Great little flick goal right there. Jukes out Demenza, who was going for boost. Beats out by Mateos and then flicks that one in. Are you kidding me? Hold my thoughts on Mendo. We'll get back to that. Great play by Rubik's.
Who needs Mendo when you have a player who can single-handedly outplay the whole of Los Hombres de PACO squad? So he doesn't have a cowboy hat on. That's fine. That's half a goal in my book, at least. So right now the scoreboard is 0 to 0.5. But at the end of the day, super mode kick off with a lead, despite the fact that Los Hombres de PACO were hyper aggressive coming into this game.
Yeah, that they were, and maybe they might start to pull back a little bit. A bit of a wake-up call right there as Rubik's with that solo play looked absolutely phenomenal. This time, though, By Mateos is actually going to be the one who drives it in. I'm not sure what touch that was. Nachito intercepted by Rubik's. Okay, yeah, it was just a touch through the corridor right there. Defense nowhere to be found, and we're tied 1-1.
I mean, this is a complete okay. A complete shift from what we saw in our first series between EC4 and the Giants. It feels a little bit more back and forth, but then again, it does feel like Los Hombres de PACO seem to have the Ernst in when it comes to the offensive, and they're maintaining super mode nice and tight up against their side of the pitch. Now, By Mateos again on the defense once again. Los Hombres de PACO need to clear out this ball because there's some danger on the side of Los Hombres de PACO, and it's being promoted by super mode.
That there is ball in the box, scary spot, yet no one is there to punch it in. So it feels as if super mode's trying to survive that. And now here comes a two-pronged approach. Mendo taking his time, just gets dunked on immediately by Nachito, who is going to be looking for a goal. He gets the demo at least. Ball could be getting set up, but Rubik's is there to make a timely save. My Mateos trying to get it down to Demenza. Great save by Rubik's.
I guess Mendo was trying to tell his players how to touch the ball instead of actually touching the ball like a good coach would do. And he forgot he was actually in the pitch, but it's not in! Yes, no, it's not in! What the heck was that?
Oh my goodness, the last possible second, Rubik's is there to make that save. And I have to admit, Rubik's as well as, Rubik's really has just been playing out of his mind so far in this one. Unfortunately, I do feel the odds are stacked against him as Nachito goes ahead and makes it 2-1 off a great pass from Demenza.
Absolutely. I mean, that ball was cursed, and it had to go in at some point. And Cheeto's the one that tosses it right in after a spike. Well played by Los Hombres de PACO. We're now in the lead for this first game. But once again, it looks like SUPRMODE are looking for the pocket. Score boom quick. It's a nice shot. But again, Mendo feels a bit out of place in this game.
Yes.
Yes,
he does.
Almost.
I've noticed it from the opening kickoff before. I was kind of a bit interrupted there when he tried to fall back for the corner boost, missed it not once, but twice, to the extent that his own teammate eventually drove through and took away the boost that was designated for him. That was how the game started for SUPRMODE, and I wanted to bring that up, but then, the goal happened, and I couldn't. Either way, here comes Los Hombres de PACO. A great little double touch right there from Nachito. He's not able to find the goal this time around. Boomquick going to try and clear it to Rubix, who should be able to get that second touch. Going to try and wrestle control, but Mateos is there to stop it. Boomquick with the next touch. Third man Mendo again sits in no man's land and has the ball sail over his head.
I don't think... Well, Mendo has had touches on the ball. We've seen him touch the ball, but he's not really having a good time when it comes to offensive plays or actually overall plays as a whole. He's circling around. I guess he's trying to disrupt most of the time. He's not being really dynamic in his movements, and I guess it's expected in a player that's kind of at a depth, but this is going to put a little bit more stress on Rubix and on Boomquick. Hey, it's forcing him to overperform, which is good.
I mean, again, I'm actually really liking what I've been seeing from Rubix in this game. Unfortunately, it does look like Los Hombres de PACO, though, are that step above, but you'd have to wonder where would SUPRMODE be if Gooch were playing right now, because they are looking quite phenomenal in this one. Demensa has a chance for the shot, but it's taken away by Nachito, who gets there first, making it 3-1 right now. Very interesting game thus far. I mean, Los Hombres de PACO, I do feel like are going to be kind of playing like this throughout. They probably should win this one, but very fun to watch SUPRMODE. I'm actually really enjoying watching Mendo try and adapt to this team.
I mean, if you want to talk about Mendo, he currently has 22 points.
Yep. That means he's touched the ball, I believe, once outside of that kickoff.
Great. Okay. Alrighty, so the game is still going, and Nachito just scored yet another goal. Los Hombres de PACO starting off this best of 5 series with a 4-1 lead over SUPRMODE, which is I mean, well, that was an interaction. Just saw a bunch of cars just bumping into each other and sending everybody flying off. Rubix will get another
that was
save.
Mendo. That was Mendo smashing into his own teammates, giving him that morale pat on the back, I suppose. But normally you wait until in between games, not doing it mid-game anyways. Here comes Los Hombres de PACO. Demensa with possession of the ball puts a nice shot on target, but a better save right there from Rubix. Unfortunately, unable to follow through. Good read of the map by Mateos, but Boomquick isn't able to capitalize on it. Demensa, close shot on target. He'll follow it through, and he'll make it 5-1.
Yeah, good play at the end of the day there by Los Hombres de PACO. The setup was great. Nachito off the wall there. Demensa sets it up for Nachito, who just has to... Oh, actually, no. Nachito could have bumped it in, but Demensa was like, no, I got this. I want this goal, and he takes it.
I mean, the only goalkeeper in that instance was Mendo, who was kind of doing backflips at the far end of the goal, so had a fair bit of time before to knock it in. So still a great play right there as we hit our final 22 seconds right now.
Oh,
Rubix,
Mendo, no.
Try and make something happen, but yeah,
Why?
no mercy from Mateos.
Why,
no mercy
though?
whatsoever.
What was the point of that demo?
Because
That set up nothing for Los Hombres de PACO.
Because you can. If you see a demo, you take the demo. I mean, what's the worst that could happen in situations like that? Either way, time is about to tick down, and Los Hombres de PACO gets a very cruisy Game 1 win. Do we see that last goal? Of course we don't.
We do not. Close, but no cigar. Los Hombres de PACO, clean Game 1 here against SUPRMODE, 5-1 on the board. It was actually pretty close to what Giants did against EC4, except SUPRMODE actually got a goal in on game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Rubix has been playing insane. 7 saves by one individual player, not to mention that great dribble goal that he had to start this game off.
Yeah.
Rubik definitely playing like, you know what, he doesn't care about the substitute situation. He still wants to win and he still wants to perform. And I think that is something to definitely be commended at this stage of the tournament. However, Los Hombres de PACO, they're pretty much on cruise control right now. You can just see it in that shot differential, 20-2.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Giants dominated that hard.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, if we look at the scoreboard, Nachito was the MVP for Los Hombres de PACO with 633 points, 3 goals, 7 shots, 2 assists. But the biggest scorer was actually Rubix with 847 points. That is, in my opinion, pretty impressive. Rubix is above and beyond doing what he can and then some for SUPRMODE. He was the promoter of the only goal for SUPRMODE. So I'm expecting great things coming into the second game. Maybe SUPRMODE can actually clean up some of their gameplay, clean up some of their paces. Maybe Boom Quick can set up for Rubik's if he's that good of a solo player. And maybe they can actually take a game away from los hombres de Paco.
Yeah, well, let's see what can happen. I do feel, Mendo, the coach, is going to have a larger impact. Look, this is going to sound crazy, all right? This is going to sound absolutely crazy, but sometimes when I play Rocket League with some of my friends who aren't at the same level as I am, and they feel like the pace of the game is kind of going above and beyond them, I just say, you know what, just steal all the boosts and only go for demos. Just ignore the ball, just bump and blast and be as disruptive as possible. And you know what? Sometimes that works. And
Mendo, why?
Okay. And I wouldn't be objecting for Mendo to take that approach. Either way, Nachito is going to go ahead and bang that one through for a 1-0 lead, going to Los Hombres de Paco.
The thing is, yeah, you can go for demos, but not on your own team. Come on, Mendo. You should know better than that.
Look, friendly fire is a thing in Rocket League, and it's something that, you know, every player does have to grow accustomed to. You know who actually... I'm saying friends as if you don't know who it is. I can tell you right now, AC, who it is. It's Midnight. Midnight is the, you know, designated demo boy that we play.
Oh, that's funny. Now, the thing is, okay, I accept that. That term, but like we've seen in a regular split, especially coming. I think it was actually it was the Canyon who brought in huge bump plays where they actually bumped into each other to extend their reach at towards the ball in a determined play. And it works.
Yeah.
If it's calculated.
It totally can, as By Mateos is going to go ahead and knock a second one in right there. A bit of teamwork. And yeah, Los Hombres de Paco starting to run away with this one, it appears, as Demensa going to try and make a read on the ball. Unfortunately, doesn't like the looks. This could be nobody for Rubik's. That's a powerful shot by Nachito. Sitting in the boxes there.
Rubik's again putting in some danger at the side of Los Hombres de Paco. Boom Quick trying to set up a play, but once again, it's going to be Los Hombres de Paco who, despite the spook, they're back on the offense. Rubik's trying his hardest to get a play going.
It honestly feels like SUPRMODE is now starting to ignore Mendo and his positioning, and Mendo keeps going up for balls. Like, he's having attempts, but the other two are playing as if it is the 2v3. I have noticed, judging by their deeper rotations, judging by how they're moving the ball, if Mendo is in the way, they'll just jump over him, it feels like, at this stage. So SUPRMODE, they are trying to adjust to their teammate as best that they can, but it's a 2v3 against the second best team potentially in this league, and that does not bode well for SUPRMODE, as a third goal is stopped by Rubik's. Another clutch save from a player who is really trying so hard to take this series. Can't quite get the touch there, however.
Not quite getting the touch there. Boom Quick clears out the ball. Mendo with a touch. Oh, he touched the ball. Mendo touches the ball, but he gets it on the defensive position. There goes Boom Quick setting up with a corner shot. Rubik's as well. Airborne. Demensa cuts it off. Sets it up for By Mateos and Nachito, who are collecting boosts, setting up the next counter offense. Right now, the ball is still on the side of Los Hombres de Paco. Rubik gets bumped out of the way, but he still gets a nice touch on the ball to maintain some modicum of control over it. Mendo!
Another touch.
Yes, that one is actually important.
He's still. Oh no! It's okay. Rubik's recovered. Actually gets a pass down the pitch as well. Had Mendo a bit of boost, that could have been a goal. So starting to see some signs of life coming from the SUPRMODE side as Rubik's trying to slow play the ball, dribbles past one defender, but can't beat Nachito in the 1v1.
Oh boy. Oh man, this is what I live for. Okay, the center ball here going for Demensa. Demensa doesn't quite get a good touch on that side. Boom Quick gets demoed by Demensa as he's trying to set up the ball for the offense. Mendo goes in deep, gets the touch, but it's going to be Los Hombres de Paco. Get the shot. Nice save by Boom Quick. Ball still on the backboard. Boom Quick finally clears it out. Nachito's there to receive it and set it up for Demensa, who is airborne off the backboard into Rubik's. Boom Quick waiting for the play. Gets it going. Good fake. Jumps over the ball, but immediately Los Hombres de Paco managed to retain and retrieve the ball for themselves.
Yeah, that they do. Only briefly, however, Nachito going to a nice pass across the middle to By Mateos. Demensa actually almost got his own teammate's way right there. No boost to fall through on the attack, but Boom Quick a little bit too slow for this one. Here comes the shot from Nachito. It's put a little bit high. Rubik's can clear it through into the corner right now. A big demo actually from Boom Quick. Tried to go for a bit of a play off the wall, but Rubik's got in his way, and now SUPRMODE, even, you know, in the 2v3 type positioning, that's starting to break apart as well, it feels like, and Demensa trying to punish. Credit where credit is due. This defense from SUPRMODE has looked very, very consistent, but they just haven't been able to turn it around into like consistent attacking pressure.
Not yet, they haven't. I mean, positioning is everything, and right now it's Rubik's trying to set up the ball. Boom, quick, and a good positioning. Mendo misses the swipe and leaves the ball pass over to the side of SUPRMODE yet again. The Mendo goes in, the ball is cleared, the post is clear. Rubik's and Boom Quick managed to pinch it to the side of the box of Los Hombres de PACO. Another setup play from the blue team. Great stop there by, Mendo gets a touch.
Yeah, he got a touch, and I mean, Rubik's then gets the correct touch that he was looking for before Mendo cut him off.
Boom Quick.
That's it, Boom Quick can't quite get the height needed for the shot right there, and with 17 seconds remaining, that could have been the last attempt truly from SUPRMODE.
Could have been the last attempt, but here we go, 2-0. It's still salvageable by the side of SUPRMODE. All three players are going in, but a nice cutoff from the Cheeto should put the last nail in the coffin here for SUPRMODE as one more goal goes in by Mateo, signs that one, and 3-0 on the board. One more second means one more touch after the kickoff, but they should be you know what? This is game for Los Hombres de PACO.
It is, but I want to see. Give it to Mendo. Give him a free shot. Let's see if he can score. Everyone's going to commit, and the ball's not even going to get airborne. So Los Hombres de PACO are going to go ahead, take game number 2, 3-0 in this one, and it just feels that extra man really coming into play.
That's 4
points.
Oh man,
is that
I feel like he did a little bit more than 4 points.
Is that picture what was this? The Cloud9's, the League of Legends team, old support. Was it Lemon Nation?
I don't know.
League of Legends. I don't know. Wait, Mendo coach.
It was Lemon Nation. Maybe it was. I don't know. What I do know is Los Hombres de PACO, another commanding victory here against SUPRMODE. There was a huge goal differential, mainly because SUPRMODE were so tight on the defense. But at the end of the day, it's still Los Hombres de PACO, 2-0, match point for them right now. Again, as expected by our predictions, Gooch was making a huge difference in their squad. Mendo coach has huge shoes to fill. And right now, they're not being completely filled. Still some room to grow.
I'm still loving the Twitch chat right now. If it's being translated correctly, Google Translate kind of let me down before. I'm not gonna, but todos somos Mendo.
We're all Mendo?
Really mean we are all Mendo? Okay,
yeah.
I like that. I like the Twitch support.
We're all
coming
Mendo.
Mendo right now.
What are you talking about? It is. We're all Mendo. Our hearts are with Mendoza, Senor Mendoza coach. There we go. Game number 3 is on the board. However, it is 2-0 for Los Hombres de PACO, and this could be match point unless SUPRMODE has something else to say.
Yeah, let's see what can happen. Can SUPRMODE start that reverse sweep? It would be, again, arguably the biggest upset we have seen so far in this Iberian league if they can pull it off. But right now, it is looking like more Los Hombres de PACO. That's actually a great bump by Mendo to get in the way of the attack, and it buys time for Rubik to make a great pitching save. Here comes Boom Quick. He gets it over the top of Nachito, but unfortunately, no third man is there to keep the attack going.
Well, we're all Mendo is a new trend here on our Twitch chat, as we do see SUPRMODE trying their best to keep the ball away from their box, and so far it is on an offensive position. Look at Boom Quick, nice setup for the center play, but there's nobody there to receive it.
No one there to receive it just yet. Rubik still puts a nice touch back towards that blue side goal. Nachito able to make the grab. Great pinch right there. That's going to go the entire distance. And Demenza's already there to catch it. Rubik's going to try to go for the clear. Boom Quick will be next. But here comes Mendo.
Ooh.
He pushed the shot on target with the demo as well. Boom Quick with the redirect. And that's going to be a goal going to SUPRMODE.
Oh my god, everybody stop the game right now because Mendo had an incredible touch. Amazing setup for Boom Quick, and what a play from SUPRMODE.
Okay, can I be Debbie Downer and really say that was 90%
No, you can't be Debbie Downer. Go away.
Because without that demo from Boom Quick and without that last touch, that ball was not going to go in. Boom Quick actually played that amazingly, but Mendo did what he had to do. He pushed the ball down the pitch, so credit to Mendo for that one. A well-deserved assist. Either way, Los Hombres de PACO actually behind for the second time in this series right now. They're looking to turn that back around, and it's going to be by Mateos who equalizes this game up.
This is very unsportsmanlike of Los Hombres de PACO, if I have to be honest. I mean, just give them a bone. Let him have a lead for more than like 1 minute.
I mean, they got Mendo got an assist, all right, and that
He
was against
got
Los
it.
Hombres playing this game. So I think Los Hombres, they're not willing to give up anything more after that. Another shot just off target. Rubix should be able to clear it out.
Listen, we're just a minute and a half into this third game, and already Mendo has more points in this game alone than the other two combined.
Look at him go up. No, oh. That's all right. It wasn't going in anyway. He knew it. That's why he faked it right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, big brain Mendo. It's why he's the coach. Shot bounce in though, and that's going to go to Demensa.
Oh well. Rubix missed the ball there, and that touch would have been crucial to stop Demensa from taking it home. 2-1. Finally, Los Hombres de PACO are leading 2 minutes into this third game. Let's see if SUPRMODE can actually pull out another miracle play. Mendo. Good touch on the ball, gets the first touch and gets the ball rolling in favor of SUPRMODE. Now Boom Quick tries to set up for him. Rubix goes airborne, off the backboard on it.
Ooh, kind of an awkward touch right there. It does open the door though for Mateos to set up his team. Rubix, good recovery, going to try and get that clear. And again, if there is going to be a way for SUPRMODE to tie this up, Rubix is the player to watch as Mateos going for a long distance escort. He actually doesn't even need to touch the ball as it was Nachito with that clear. That makes it a 3-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an amazing... I guess it was kind of a solo play. Mateos was trying to get it in, steal it from the Cheeto, but that was a huge lob from the Cheeto. Great support there by the remainder of the Los Hombres de PACO squad to get the ball rolling and neatly inside the box. Mendo airborne, that's as high as I've seen him so far. Oh my god, the man's insane.
I'm sorry, I just had like, you know, the DuckTales space music playing as he was flying straight up. Exactly in that situation. Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't make contact with the ball right there. More pressure coming from Los Hombres de PACO by Mateos looking for yet another goal. He's going to find it. 4-1 now for Los Hombres.
I mean, not much to say. I guess Los Hombres de PACO really want to assert their dominance over on this match. They've allowed SUPRMODE to be in the lead for far too long, and now they're just punishing mistake after mistake after mistake. Let's see. I mean, I would like to see a game where the losing team scores at least 2 goals, and you still have 2 minutes to go for, so it can still happen.
It can definitely still happen. Let's see what Nachito is able to pull right here, though. He's going to try and pass it back to Demensa, who was pushed a little bit too far forward. Not a clean recovery as well for Los Hombres de PACO, so this could open the door for Boom Quick. He's going to go for a
Mendo? No, what are you?
Helps his own team. So, I mean, he did. The attempt was made. Demo's coming down onto Rubix. Here comes by Mateos. Los Hombres looking to make it 5-1 right now. They have time to do it, but Mateos actually doesn't go for the shot. Instead, passes it back, and Demensa clears it the wrong way.
Well, Demensa clears it the wrong way, but then again, Mateos grabs control of it. He's airborne. He's in center field. Rubix is there for the assist. Attempted pinch from Boom Quick. Not really making it. Nachito from down the hill finds the ball and gets it.
Watch Mendo. Watch Mendo. Ready? Here he comes. And there's Rubix ready to make that save. Nope. Great palm play from Mendo right there. Just opening the doorway for Michael. Oh.
Oh no!
He's trying his best.
I can't see. I cried.
Meanwhile, Mateos in possession of the ball is actually going to throw it to Demensa. Open-ish net. Boom Quick is there to make the save, but it's not touched well enough. 6-1 in favor of Los Hombres de PACO.
Alrighty then. So Boom Quick. Oh, that was actually really well positioned by Mateos. Let me just clear my vision here for a second. Good position by Mateos, recovering a ball that would have been cut off by Boom Quick. 6-1. 55 seconds left.
Oh. Man, he missed again. Oh, what?
You can't make this up. Nobody wants to go for the ball. I think.
No. They're gonna give it to him. They're gonna give it to him. There it is. Of course. With 30 seconds remaining, is the comeback to life. Not. Twitch chat going absolutely crazy with that. We have to recompose ourselves for this one.
Oh, I
oh
can't
no,
breathe.
Boom Quick! Oh no!
What?
That one was not intentional.
Okay, well, I mean, 7-2.
Boom Quick! What?
Boom Quick pulled a Mendo. Oh god.
Oh my goodness. All right. 26 seconds left by Mateos faking the kickoff. It actually works to their advantage. Rubik's going to try and clear to the corner, slow it down. Dementa goes for the bump. Nachito should be able to bang this in off the backboard. It's actually thrown back in. What an angle from Mateos. Not able
Right
to
on the
find his
pocket. Maybe we could be seeing another goal from SUPRMODE. Dementa's there to ruin the fun. Rubik's tries to get it in. Mendo, it's his time to shine. Great demo coming in from Nachito. Boom Quick keeping the ball airborne. Don't let it touch the ground. Dementa manages to keep it up. 1 more second left. The ball touches the ground. That's game. But look at Rubik's. He just lands it. It's Los Hombres de PACO's turn to win. 7-2 on the board. Los Hombres de PACO clean sweep against SUPRMODE.
And they're going to find themselves going to that winners final against the Giants in what is going to be, I feel like, maybe a grand final sort of showcase for sure. This winners final is going to be hype. Los Hombres de PACO, I mean, they're going to have to take their next opponents, I think, a lot more seriously than they took SUPRMODE. For the SUPRMODE side, hey, Mendo got a goal. That you can't take that away from him at the end of this one.
No. I mean, look at Mendo's score overall, 226 points. I mean, that man went wild. He was wilding on that game. Who's going to stop that crazy train? I mean, I don't know. After that last game, I'm really looking forward to see SUPRMODE against CC4, the battle of the coaches. You got Infinite against Mendo.
But I believe Infinite is actually coming back out. I think we're going to see EZ4 once again at full strength as Karsten is returning in
How
a theory for
anti-fun.
that one. So Mendo, look, he's going to have to step up his performance for sure if SUPRMODE is going to survive day number 1 of this grand final weekend.
Yeah.
That is almost for certain. At the same token, I still feel like, I was still longing for more from Los Hombres de PACO, to be perfectly frank, specifically in games 1 and 2. I think they did leave themselves exposed at times from over-aggressive positioning. Some of their 1v1 challenges, specifically against Rubik's, like Rubik's was just able to play all around them that series. So Los Hombres de PACO has to tighten up their game if they're going to really be competitive against the Giants moving forward.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, obviously this game had a lot of room to breathe. They had a lot of they had a lot of opportunities to just, fool around a little bit. They did what they had to do to secure the victory, and
Victory was secured. I mean,
exactly. The victory was secured, and then they just had a little bit of good old fashioned fun with it, I guess at the end of the day, it is what matters. Sportsmanship is where it's at, and if anything else, we can take a page off of these two teams of sportsmen.
Absolutely. And I want to learn more about that. So I do believe we have an interview
With
coming up
Mateo.
very soon with by Mateo. So I'm curious what he has to say about that matchup and sort of the mentality right now of Los Hombres de PACO moving forward. And joining us right now, here he is, by Mateos.
How you doing, Mateos? Hey, man. So 3-0 victory. Once again, congratulations on the victory against SUPRMODE. My first question is, did you expect Mendo to put up that much of a challenge?
I just want to say Mendo is nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
He just scored the best goal on the league.
Against his team or against your team? Because I saw Mendo playing against for both teams most of the time.
No, look, as Twitch chat put it, we are all Mendo today. That is for sure. But I mean, looking at this bigger picture right now, I'm assuming when you found out Mendo was going to be playing, obviously you guys would have been feeling confident about this matchup, with the real challenge being that next one against Vodafone Giants. How prepared are you to take this team on in this winners final?
We are ready, to be honest, and we think we can manage to win some games. But the thing is, Vodafone Giants is a lot of consistent, a lot of fast, and we need to be consistent, have a nice positioning, and play our best to win against Giants.
Mm-hmm. And after this game, you had a lot of time to breathe in this game. if you can take anything away from this, do you expect to?
Mhm.
I mean, do you expect to take games away from Vodafone Giants in a winners bracket? Do you expect to go into the finals directly? And do you expect, if you do throw the Giants into the losers bracket, do you expect to see them again in the grand final?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I guess my question then would be sort of
Mhm.
like the mental state, I suppose, going to that winners final. Do you think that might have an effect on play, not necessarily from yourself, from the judge, but just from either side, knowing that you have that extra cushion right now in this
Mhm.
winners final that obviously you want to win it, but even if you do happen to drop this game, does that like mean you can come into this a bit more relaxed, a bit more like
Not
focused, or
actually.
no? Okay, well,
We need to win everything and have a nice mentality. We can play like now for fun for this, you know.
Yeah, I
yeah,
completely agree. And I think that is the right thing to do. I mean, good
Hmm.
room to breathe. Having the right mentality to go into a game like this is the winner mentality at least is the way to go. So
Yep.
thank you so much, by Mateos, for joining us.
Thank
Best
you,
of luck
guys.
against Vodafone Giants in your winners final. That right now we're gonna go into the losers bracket for the time being. We're gonna see SUPRMODE up against EC4 before we head into the winners final. But before we do that, we're gonna take a short break. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.